Okay, welcome back to our program here on Inside Bicol. Tonight is our initial episode for the year 2014, and I'm sure that you'll find it very interesting. My guest for tonight is Grant Botor Ganabang, together with her partner, Ian O'Neill from UK. Now, Grant, I understand that a couple of weeks ago, you had a celebration here in Naga, in this hotel, Villa Cáceres Hotel.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people attended that special program. What is that program that you had? Was it a renewal of your vows or whatever is it?
I think it was more of a celebration.
Celebration.
Yeah.
It's just like a celebration. I was just only want to impart whatever would be the experience that I got in England, because most of my friends didn't attend it because it's take a
Too
time
far.
and much
Okay.
traveling,
Okay.
going to United Kingdom. So I decided, or we decided, to do it here in a ceremony in Naga City, in my place.
Okay, so a lot of people had that experience of,
Yeah,
watching
I know,
someone
I know.
in the same sex having their renewal of their, partnership. Were your
Celebration of
parents,
partnership.
Were your parents also there?
Yeah, they've been very supportive. My
Okay.
mom, my dad, my
Really?
brother, my sisters, my nephews and nieces, my uncles, my
Okay.
aunties, everybody. I'm happy to see all the family. They've been
Okay.
very supportive.
Okay, so you're telling me that they have really accepted the kind of life that you have and also your partnership here.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Ian? As far as your folks here back in UK, I mean,
Yeah,
have they met?
both my parents are dead, unfortunately, but my sister came along to the ceremony, and my sister-in-law, my
really?
late brother.
Okay.
So yes, and my cousins and uncle.
So it seems that both families have accepted, and they have,
Well, there's nothing much issue in
Right.
England, but here in the Philippines, it's a little bit, they'll talk about it, make
Right,
it a gas.
of course,
But what we do is just like to celebrate
Right.
with everybody. Because that time, actually my mom and my dad are invited in England to attend, but unfortunately, my father is been sick. Time of January, he's been hospitalized, so
Okay.
he doesn't get the chance to travel
Okay.
without the doctor's permit.
Okay.
So we decided to do
to
it
have it.
here.
Now, Ian, I'd like to ask you about, the level of awareness about same-sex marriages in UK and also in the Philippines. What are some of your, experience or let's say observations?
I think it's now widely accepted, the fact that the government just this year changed the law to go from the current civil partnerships to a full marriage. Means that over the past couple of decades, attitudes have changed and become much more liberal and much more tolerant and accepting of the idea. And I get the impression that the Philippines, amongst the Asian countries, the Philippines is a very sort of broad-minded and very open country. I've been very pleased by
Okay.
the attitudes I've met here.
Do you foresee that one of these days the Philippines will also be passing a law that would also be like making it legal
Legally.
for same-sex marriage?
I hope so. I think it's certainly possible. It might not be in the next few years, but given time and given people's changing awareness. I mean, I know that there are other countries in Asia, like Vietnam, for instance, that are considering a change in the law.
Okay.
So,
What about in Europe? What are some of the countries that allows same-sex marriage aside from?
I think quite a few European countries do now. I'm certainly aware that France introduced same-sex marriages within the past year or two. I believe Holland, Belgium, Denmark, quite a range of countries already have the institution. And once you're married in one European country, that's recognised in the other European Union countries as well.
Right. Okay. Even in America, I think they're discussing about it right now.
Yes,
in the
it's been a
States,
big
no?
issue in the United
Right.
States.
It's a big
yes.
issue in the States. The world is changing, and with information technology, a lot of people. Now, but I'd like to ask here, Grant, what is it that you like, Ian? What did you find?
What is it I
Right.
like
Right.
about Ian?
Right.
Let me think about it. Well, aside from being very gentleman, good-looking guy, he's the person that he knows actually the way I meant it and I want it, even though without me opening my mouth.
Okay.
I don't know because this is what I've observed about Ian. Well, we have a different we have different culture. Yeah?
Right.
I'm Asian. He is white
Okay.
from Europe, but he knows the way I meant it. Like even I didn't open my mouth yet, he knows exactly the way I want it.
Okay.
So that's make me feel like it becomes very important to me, and I know that he loves me so much.
Okay. Now, what about you, Ian? What did you like when?
Well, I think, again, I think Grant is a very handsome, very lovely man.
Right.
But
Thank you.
also, he's incredibly kind and sweet. A very good-natured, very honest, and I just
He's a very caring.
he is, yes.
Really?
And I've discovered some new things as well as time's gone on. I've discovered that he's also a fantastic cook.
Oh,
Really?
He does a marvelous salmon sinigang.
Do you cook
Salmon.
Bicolano food for?
Yeah.
What does he like to eat?
Well, I'm not really good cook,
Okay.
but I need to learn because we got a really huge, a nice kitchen way back in England. So I need to make the best out of the kitchen. So I cook some Filipino best food like adobo. You like adobo?
Yes.
I do salmon sinigang.
Mm.
He likes sinigang.
Okay.
And every time that we have like a guest, a friend or a couple of friends, white people
Okay.
in our house that they need to attend for a formal dinner, every time that I offer them a food, they're looking forward for sinigang
Oh,
and
really?
adobo.
Okay.
They like it. They like it much.
What about English breakfast? Because it's quite heavy,
Yes. We don't often have English.
We don't.
Right.
We don't. We
Because
don't.
I remember one time when I was there
Yeah,
that
I know.
English breakfast is really
Really heavy.
Yes.
It's just like
We don't
Bacon,
eat
eggs,
lunch,
and sausage.
Bacon, egg, sausage.
late morning and
Right,
early
and,
lunch.
but I'd like more of what I saying before, the Yorkshire pudding
Oh yes.
and the
yes.
fish and chips. It's so nice.
Yes.
So, are you living together in UK? You have your own flat.
Yeah. Well, we sort of live together, but for a part of the week. So there are a couple of days where Grant's sort of working away from home.
Okay.
I travel to Bath with work, but we're usually together for the whole weekend and some days leading up to the weekend usually.
You get a chance to travel to UK. A lot of beautiful place to go there, like Wales, like Scotland. Because
Well, I've been to Scotland.
Yes, we went to Edinburgh, didn't we? Yes.
yeah, it's near. I studied at the University of Bradford, and it's very near Scotland.
yes.
And we would normally take the train from UK to Bradford because it's a bit far. But a lot of nice places there, like Liverpool, like Manchester.
This is more from the north, no?
Right,
right.
from the
But
north.
we're traveling more
We've been
from
north
London
to
to
south.
south because our place in Salisbury. So I've been doing a lot of for the Filipino communities. I traveled for home service.
Okay.
If I'm not doing my job in London, I got loads of friends in Worthing, Brighton, Southampton, and we're traveling much in a place like Cornwall,
Oh, okay. So
St. Ives,
Yeah,
Land's
Exeter.
End, Exeter.
Devon.
So Devon. This is the place where we celebrate our
Yeah.
honeymoon caravan.
That's
We've been
right,
traveling
yes.
every 2 days, a little by little.
yeah, what about football? Do you like football?
Uncharacteristically, no, I'm not really
Actually-
a great sportsman. No,
Yeah.
I don't really
are
follow
you
a
a
football
fan of
team.
Manchester United or?
I've got friends who support Manchester City, so
Okay.
not Manchester United. No.
Okay. What about traveling to other parts of Europe? Have you ever traveled, let's say, going to Amsterdam or?
We have.
you have a chance?
We went to Paris.
Yeah,
Paris,
we've been to
okay.
Paris.
Right.
I've been to
Nice.
Paris already.
It's nice in Paris, At this, I think at this time it's cold right now.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. When we left the country last December 16, it was like 0 degrees. So I don't know when we get back this 15th of January. Probably it's snowing heavy already.
Right.
So hopefully.
But you're able to adjust now.
Yeah, but the problem is every time there's a snow, it's still a snow.
Right.
So even though you've been used to cold place, it's really very, very badly cold. And even though they're white people, they are also complaining.
Right.
So
But you know, I had a good experience there when I was studying in UK about. I found out that I used to watch movies that they would fight as to who would be the first one to, use the bathtub. And I had a wonderful experience that, it's too cold and then you're in the bathtub, it's warm, it's hot, it's so nice, very refreshing.
Yeah,
no?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
That was a wonderful experience that I remember that. So I told
It
myself.
makes your body and your muscle relax.
Right, that's
after
true.
you've been out there catching cold and
warm.
inside the house,
Right.
you put some hot water in a
In the-
tub
right.
and then soak yourself. It's very nice.
Yeah, that's why I told myself it's no wonder that when I watch movies about, being in Europe, they are fighting as to be the first one to.
To use the tub.
Okay, we will pause for a while. When we return, we shall continue with our discussion. Don't go away, we'll be back.